Let's say you want to be a filmmaker, you want to be a cinematographer, you want to be a director, you want to be anything in life, right? You want to be a singer like like moi, you know what I'm saying? Like we're just ordinary people. Look, we just ordinary people, and we doing extraordinary things with the stuff we got. You know what I'm saying? That's my segue. That's how I'm gonna bring it in today. I am back. Yes, this is my second video. This is 2 weeks straight. I'm consistent. You know what I mean? You can count on me. Look, that last video, I'm gonna be real with you. I thought it was gonna be a disaster, but it turned out all right. You guys watched it, and a few people watched it, and a couple people actually told me to learn something. So cool. I was like, hey. If that's the case, the people need me. So here I am, I'm back to do another one. You know what I mean? And this is what we're gonna do this week. We're gonna do a lighting setup, right? We're gonna break it down. We're gonna see like what it looked like, and then we're gonna go behind the scenes to see how we made it look that way. But let's talk a little bit before we do that though, right? My name is Paul. I'm a cinematographer. I don't know why I did it like that. I did it like if I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like what I am. So let me start over. My name is Paul. I'm a cinematographer. I'm a filmmaker. I make content for small businesses, for websites, for social media, but I also make short films. I made a couple short films, and I'll link one or two of them up here. And I'll put them down in the description. So if you get a chance to watch one or two of them or all of them, then just go ahead and watch them. Let me know what you think. What we got today, lighting breakdown. I put this together for you. We got this super handsome model here. He's eating some cereal. He's reading a book. You know what I mean? Because you gotta feed your stomach, but you have to feed your mind as well. You see what I'm saying? So that's about as deep as this gets today. There's no story. There's no real story today. I just wanted to light something and show you how I lit it, right? But I also wanted to talk to you a little bit. Talk to you a little bit about, why it's important to do these type of things. Why am I doing this? Why should you do this, right? I think it's just like anything else. Anything in life that you want to do, you got to put the hours in. You got to practice, right? You got to do some trial and error. You got to see what works, what doesn't work. What do you like? What do you not like? You come in and you problem solve. You try to figure out, I want this. I know I want it to look this type of way. I want it to feel this kind of way. And you don't want to get on a set, you know what I mean? Or you don't want to start a project with a bunch of your friends or a bunch of family members or whoever you got helping you out, and you taking 15, 20 hours. I've done this several times to people. And some of these people probably don't want to work with me ever again or talk to me ever again. But like, you want to be prepared for when you actually shoot these projects. So I come in here and I mess with the light until I can kind of like get it to where I want to get it. If you want to do this, there's a lot of people out there that want to do the same thing. You got to grind. You got to work. You got to come in here and you really got to figure these things out, because it's not about like trying to be famous. It's not about trying to compete with somebody. None of that stuff. It's about anything that you do, you want to be great at it. You know what I mean? You want to do it in excellence. I just want to encourage you. I just want to tell you, hey, if you want to pick up a camera, you want to pick up some lights, you want to do any of that kind of stuff, do it. But put the effort in, make it look good. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, look, let's go into this lighting stuff. What we got here is we got the Komodo. I got the Komodo with a 70-200 Canon lens on it. The reason I chose the Canon lens is I wanted to compress the background. So I'm in a smaller room. I just kind of wanted to tighten things up. I wanted that background to blur out a little bit. I threw a ND on there. I got a 3-stop ND on here. The windows were too hot, and that kind of helped bring the levels where I wanted them. It made everything else in the room dark, but we're gonna cover that in a second. So on top of the ND, I also have a quarter black pro mist on the lens. So we'll probably do a video on quarter black pro mist or Hollywood or any of these other type of filters. But for now, just know that this thing makes a pretty big difference in your image. I got this little quasar tube. I got the white wall in the corner here in the image, and I didn't want it to just fall into darkness. So I just threw this on here, made it look like there was some kind of lamp or something going on in the room. As we come into the room, then you can see, I got a couple lights set up here. So what I did is I used the 300D, which is made by Aperture, and I threw a barn door on it. And it's got these little flags on them that you can kind of move up and down, left and right, and it kind of helps you control the light. So I put that on there, and I kind of got the level where I wanted to get it, and put the light exactly where I wanted to. And it kind of, it was a harsh light. I didn't do anything to make the light soft, but it worked. It worked because the room was really bright, and overall, it's still kind of a pleasing look. So what we got in the back room is just natural light playing. It's coming from that window, and we got the little practical there to kind of break up the color temperature and just to add a little bit of interest to the image. And then the Nova P300C, that's also an Aperture light. That one is in the room, just what I talked about earlier, which is when we threw the ND filter on, it brought the levels down in the room. So everything got kind of dark except for the light that was coming from the windows or any of the lights that we put into the scene. So what the Nova did is just kind of kicked up the ambience in the room. It kind of brought more light into the room. It bounced all the way around and just brought the levels up. But yeah, I mean, that was essentially it. So we did it with 3 lights, really. Well, you don't need a Nova P300C. You don't need a Aperture 300D. You can use whatever you have. Just make sure that it's bright enough. You can go out to Home Depot and get those can light things. I've used those before. And you can put a bed sheet in front of it, or you can, if you need to soften it. But in this scenario, we had hard lights. So, there's ways to get it done. So if you're not working with some of these lights, then feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I'll do my best to kind of help you out, help you figure something out. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Week 2. I'll be back next week. And just let me know how you like it. Talk to y'all next time.